let me check in with the end of chapter 9 of the Sorrows of Satan and the first half of chapter 10 of the same. Um, Chapter 9 has the lovely thing of like, oh, how is Wesley, our millionaire author, newly millionaire author, going to wrangle McWing? And Lucio, of course, says, "Oh, I know him. I was volunteering as a guide on it's the Alps or something like that." And McWing, bilious and cowardly, I guided up until he got to the top, and I held him over a precipice, telling him how he had ruined a poet, basically. Had slandered him in print, slammed him, basically, destroyed his career. And if he didn't write a full recantation, he was gonna drop him off the cliff. And McWing, cowardly, weakling as he is, begs for mercy, and says he'll do it. By the time they get down the mountain, they're fast friends, and of course, because he's Scottish, he's like into the whiskey, and gets very sentimental and says, "Oh, are you a poet or anything like that, Lucio? Because if you were, I could boom you, boom it being super boost you. I could boom you." And so Lucio's like, "So yes, I know McWing, and I will go to him, and I will get him to boost you, Wesley. Uh, Probably sight unseen. Maybe he'll take a look at the manuscript first." So there's that. There's that. And then in chapter 10, they go to a gambling club where Wesley has an incredible spout of luck, all while Lucio is watching. Very much kind of a lover's kind of like he really likes Lucio. Really, really. It's like he's so handsome, and he's just like envelops me in his care. It's like it's daddy, daddy, daddy. Um, but he watches him, and he has an incredible spout of luck, clears out everyone at the table, most notably a Viscount Linton, who is gambling really recklessly, and we learn afterwards is completely ruined, has lost, like, his no way he's gonna be able to make up his money. Lucio rather cruelly says, "Oh, let's do one more thing," and he takes out like two uh, 500-pound notes or 50-pound notes. I can't remember what it was. 500-pound notes, I think, because it's £1,000. And it's like, yeah, let's gamble. But Viscount's like, "I don't have anything to stake you. I have nothing." I was like, "Oh, well, let's do it for we're men of science. Let's do it for something that actually isn't real. Stake me your soul." And Viscount does stake his soul, and it's like, as this chit. And of course he loses to Lucio. Lucio wins, and yeah, it's like, well, maybe tomorrow you can win it back. Not that it is anything, your soul, because if I was the devil, which of course I'm not. If I was the devil, well, then maybe I'd be piling high all the kindling for you right now. And so this is when we hear that he's completely ruined. uh Wesley's like, maybe I should just cancel the debt to him, which Lucio's like, "Do not be kind-hearted to him. He is a reckless rake, worthless scoundrel. He broke his mother's heart. The only people who love him are the he's got like three ballet girls who he supports, but they don't actually love him. So he is, that." And it's like, and as they're talking about it, and he's just like, "Do not forgive him." And it's like there's satire, but also serious, like, do not. They come upon seeing him kind of pacing outside of clubs, and it's like, "Oh, there he is." It's like, don't go to him, because Lucy knows what's going to happen, because he's the devil. And he jumps into a hansom cab. As it pulls away, there's a crack shot, and he's shot himself to death. And Wesley wants to come attend, but he says, "No, no." Lucio's like, "No, this would expose the club, this very secret gambling club, to the scandal of suicide, and they'll just dispose of the incident comfortably in two words: temporary insanity." And Yeah, my soul was sickened as I thought of that within a few yards of us was the bleeding corpse of the man I had so lately seen alive and spoken with. And notwithstanding Lucio's words, I felt as if I had murdered him. Because indeed he does feel responsible, like his cursed luck. It's like, oh, Lucio's like, how can your luck be cursed? Well, when it's given to you by the devil, yes, it can be definitely cursed luck. And indeed, this is very much a thing of like Wesley looking back on this is like, oh, this is when before I became callous and completely an egotistical brutalist. This is when I actually still had human feelings. This is seeing Viscount Linton ruined and then killing himself and feeling something and wanting to have been assistance even before that, but too late. And then even in the act of of death, abandoning that corpse like it was nothing. And yes, Luce being, I assume Lucio is going to basically just kind of brush it off and and further degrade our protagonist in this story. All right, I will leave it there for the Srrws of Satan, which I'm loving all the stuff about the publishing industry of exactly how corrupt and bought off and game, basically we're just snowing the public into thinking something's actually good. All that stuff is kind of delicious coming from a best-selling author. All right, I will leave it there. More videos later.